I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Play action. Now it's Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Locke now on 1st down. Drops it off for Chubb. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. Chubb will get the call running left. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos 38-yard line.
Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. 42's the Mike, boys, 42. 42's the Mike. Rip right, rip right. Mike 42.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Broncos. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85, but then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Quick throw complete. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking, but that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Now the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Titans nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Mike 42, Mike 42. You don't want none of that. Come here, pick up the ball. Check, nickel. Check.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Titans nothing.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
He's coming. Check in. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike 28. Coming. Mike 28.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check. Kill. Check 31.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. I'm here all day. Mike 28, I'm coming after you. Mike 28. I'm coming for you, son.
Locke working out of the gun. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards also. AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, there's also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
Eight yards to go on second down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Block off of play action. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the 41, Locke. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Mike 28.
From midfield, here's Locke. He finds his target, Ebron. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Locke's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Powers through him. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Locke. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former Bronco All-Pro, Chris Harris. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Oswald good with the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing Jones. His throw incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
After that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a play fake here on first down. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6.
Watch twist. Check your hot read.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Here's Locke. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Watch the edge. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Check Mike. Mike 28, come on, boy.
To throw it is Locke. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
It's fourth down and less than a yard.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge fourth down conversion. Locke now on first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down at 4.
Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go. Check 3. Switch.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
42's Mike, 42's Mike. Here we go. Check, 42's the Mike. Check, 42's the Mike.
Now Locke. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Defense. Here we go. Mike 42, Mike 42. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike 42, Mike 42. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Check 3. Check 50.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And that last throw, Charles, an important one stat-wise for this young rookie. It puts him over 4,000 yards passing for the season.
And you think about some of the great seasons by rookie quarterbacks in recent vintage. How about Andrew Luck in 2012 with 4,374 yards? Cam Newton had a big rookie year. So did Robert Griffin III. And how about Justin Herbert in 2020? He hit the league with a splash.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Second and 5. Buying time to his left. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to St. Brown. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Second down and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle. An 8-yard pickup. And the Broncos first down.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. but his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Jones. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the Titans' 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Titans 14. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Locke. Finding Tate. Oh, he bowls over him. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Titans, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Locke to throw. Another catch for Tate.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
That's good. For Titans, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Locke. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
That's another Titans.
Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Locke. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Again, it's Locke. Ebron caught left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. One final try for Locke. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown error on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
I got you. I got you. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Guys, game situation. Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry